Ivlyn Mutua.
Yo, yo, yo.
She is looking fire. Look at her.
Thank
looking
you.
like a superstar.
Thank
just
you.
for the trend. Thank you very much. Thank you. Evelyn, you look really, really good.
Thank you
You
so
sound
much.
amazing. The jam is fire. We're going to be getting, to talk about this specific song in a bit.
Yeah.
But you have been trending. People have been talking it.
Yeah, I'm
Which is
telling
good.
you, it's fun. I'm enjoying it.
So I want to start with the label, right? So now you are now under new management.
Yeah.
So tell me about Taurus Music and how the partnership has been and how they are as a label.
I think as an artist, there's nothing that's amazing like getting a team that understands you, and they get your vision, especially for me. For me to have to transition from gospel, I went to a couple of labels and people just looked at me and they're like, "Are you crazy? Like, you trying to leave God? No, no, we're not trying to go to hell with you,
No way.
For real though. And
Okay.
when I went to Taurus, I mean, the thing about me when I know this is something that's supposed to happen, I don't struggle, It's peaceful and you feel, things are moving. So the moment I told them what I want to do and my vision, they picked it real quick and I'm loving it so far.
And they ran with it. Look at me, I'm just talking without a microphone. Anyway, and they ran with it. And so how long has this partnership been right now?
We started in January, but like having, a sort of strategy and plan on releases and things like that.
Yeah.
So we've just started pretty much. I can't wait for the other releases that are coming up by the time the year is over.
Shout out, shout out, shout out. It's shout out to IK, who's a very good friend of mine and has been doing this management thing for a really long time with connections all around the world.
Shout out to
And
him.
he's really dope. So now moving from gospel to secular is something that this is the second time I've heard of it. So it's very bold. Did you
It
feel like you
is.
were taking the biggest risk of your career?
That is correct. Like, it was so scary. Like, I had to ask myself that question so many times. Like, what are you trying to do? Exactly what it is that you're trying to do, Are you trying to, do you have beef with the gospel industry? Like I had to really search and find why and the reason why, I have to have it and have it this big and now. So, I mean, it was scary, but I love it, Just when you give something to God, I think, and your heart is genuine and your vision is pretty clear, I think things somehow work out.
Yeah, and you're right. This is not a decision you make overnight.
Yeah.
How long did it take you? Was it years? Was it?
It was about 2.5 years. The moment I felt this, uncomfortable, season with what I was doing before, and I took a break and I was like, I need to define this very clearly. I don't need to mess with people's, perspectives and perceptions of me, and I need to be very clear, really. And I took a break. I didn't even record or release anything for 2.5 years. Just trying to rebrand, re-strategize, and have this thing correct. Yeah.
Now, as a creative, even I know that could be very challenging, as in just not sitting around, but that waiting period where you're trying to figure things out. Did you go through any sort of like mental breakdown? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Because
did.
you were so successful, like people knew you, and then now.
Yeah, I did. For a moment, I felt like I'm letting go of everything that I've known, and I'm getting into a world that is completely dark, But, I think the most important thing is to be true and real in your journey, and trusting the process. And having the right people around you, having the right conversations and having, making the right moves, and even understanding what's your place as a creative. That's very important. And also as a female.
I was just about to bring that up.
It's
Just about to
it's
bring
almost
it
like
up.
daring. Like, how dare you? Like, even in my comment section on the video on my social medias, everyone is like, "Who the hell do you think you are for you to make such a move?" Yeah, everyone is like, "Yeah, you are ours. You are our." And I'm like,
Oh,
you guys, you have to also consider the journey that creatives go through, because at the end of the day, it's really interesting to see that people think that, you just wake up and do things, blindly. And, you decide, okay, today I'm going to twerk. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to go to church. No. It's really understanding that at the end of the day, when you get into the mind of a creative, they really want to be happy. They really are looking for freedom of some sort. And for me, I did not feel like I had that a lot. I was in a sort of a box. I can only express myself in this way. I can only do things this way. I can only dress this way. I can only go there. I can't, And I'm like, I'm young. I'm really energetic. I feel like I have what it takes to get on the global mainstream stage. So what am I waiting for? Yeah.
I love that. And you felt like there were limitations within the industry. And then also just even with you just were not connecting with the music. You know that's a thing, right? To not connect with what you're saying.
Yeah.
Manze unafeel kuna danganya wase.
You know how you drop a song and people are all over crazy about it, and I'm just like, I wish you guys knew how I don't even feel like I did anything. Like I don't feel like I pushed myself, or anything like that. So I wanted that adrenaline of creating music, and having been on stages where you see people who come from the same background like you, and they're doing that thing that you want to do. I'm like, I'm gonna give it a shot. If I mess it up, at least I tried. I'm not, I'm better than that person who's at home and judging me and saying she's foolish, she's stupid. At least I'm doing something. Yeah.
Wow. But can you imagine? And I think, sometimes you don't even really see where the other person is coming from. Because when you've done this for so long and, you are a worship leader, right? And so it wasn't like an easy decision. You just didn't go like, manze inakaa wase kila wanajibamba jo manze pia mimi nataka kuenda kuperform na conscience. It's not. But I've got to commend you. And now let's talk about, you mentioned you started and then you sort of didn't go deep into it, but the gender issue, right? So let's talk about, so now you being a female, do you feel like the hate is a lot more because of that as well?
That's very true. It's really sad to see that actually so many, sorry to say, but like so many men are quite bold. Like if I give you an example, if you go through my comments on the Sham Sham video or on my Facebook or my social media, everyone is just like, you cannot dress like that, you cannot do that, you cannot, sing like that, you cannot. I'm like, since when did you have the power to make decisions for me? I feel like I am a human being, even the fact that I'm a female. I got brains just like you do. I believe what a man can do, a woman can do better. So I know what I'm doing, and I'm working with God, I have a team that I'm working with. So I don't care who you are to come and tell me what I need to do. What I need to be worried about is my relationship with God and my family, and the people around me. So, I felt like people are really bold on me now. Like, guys come on my DM and they're like, that's the right song. Even big producers and big industry people, watu wako like, your song ni poa lakini si type yako, umeharibu dignity yako, umefanya. I'm like, excuse me.
No, you're like, umenilipia hii video.
Wewe
ni nani?
Do you know how I pay my bills? Like, do you know my journey? Do you know what I struggle with? Do you know what I go through for me to be here? Yeah, so it's really surprising also to see that a lot of females, I feel like most of the time, dem akiwa kwa noma, madem do come kuingililia msichana. But this time around, so many females have actually come out to support me, which is quite shocking. Like, people are like, wachane na Ivlyn, we understand you, I guess, because they see where I'm coming from. Like, you're trying to become something, but then the men around you or the society sort of cannot allow you become what you want to be because they have opinions, So I'm not that one. No.
No. All right, so you did say that, relationship with God and relationship with your family. So your parents, ministers of the word, your brother. Hebu niambie hiyo siku ulikuwa unawaambia hiki. I wish ningekuwa kwa nyumba yenu hiyo siku. Yeah. You're like, Mom, Dad, come.
So nitakuwa na perform kwa club.
So hallelujah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, let's say it was mixed reactions, because really, as much as parents want you to do your thing, they also must be concerned, especially them being the religious, men of, ministers of the gospel they are. But at the end of the day, the most beautiful thing about my family is that they believe in me and they trust me, right? And they're like, you're an adult, we've shown you the way. We're like, siwezi kufunga na kamba, Ivlyn, you're old enough, so do your thing, girl. Just make sure you do it in the right way and make sure that you honor God in everything that you do. And the only thing my dad said was like usingie Illuminati, nisisikie umesell your soul.
This Illuminati, it's not a real thing. Ama bado mimi sijafika hiyo level manze. Dala ngwange niambia.
We should find out.
Unajua like unapofikia happy Jay-Z level.
Illuminati. Oh wow, sawa dad.
Yeah.
Done.
No problem. That's your only concern.
Done.
So let's talk about this massive jam, sham. So tell me about it.
It's my favorite track so far. I had so much fun creating this song. I think I was just trying to take that bold step, you know, and have that content that a usual female singer will not sing. Because I feel like men are really good in expressing love from their perspective than us guys are. And we're in a generation that we're not afraid to shoot our shots
true.
and things like those.
Have you done that though?
Yeah. So anyway, so I was trying to be the voice, yeah, girl them, you know, kwa mtaa. I relate na mimi. Akisikio song, she doesn't have to say what she wants to say. Just play sham sham, you know.
It's
Yeah.
already there. She said
Yeah.
it for me. She said it for me.
Yeah, you know, just, you know, also for females to know that it's okay. It's okay to tell someone that you like them, even if they don't. It's okay, you know. You only live once, you know. Ukifuata scripts za only men should come look for you in your mother's house, sijui nini. Maybe that used to work, but sometimes it doesn't work. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, she is here to snatch everybody and their wigs. Okay, you are not ready for what's about to hit you. Ivlyn Mutua is going to come over, take over the industry.
Yeah.
Make sure you check out Sham Sham. I love that you're very confident, and I can hear from her voice. The reason why she's speaking with such gusto is because when you have been put down a lot, you have to learn how to stand up for yourself.
That's right.
So that's what it is. Before you think it's aggression, it's not. You've got to learn how to get that confidence. I'm so proud of you, Ivlyn. I cannot wait to
you
hear
so much.
more of what you're going to do. A lot of people do not speak their truth or perform their truth. And I can't wait to see you on this journey.
Yeah.
What do you want to tell people as we wrap up? And then you're going to introduce us the jam of the week.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So what I'm gonna tell people, especially my girls out there, which camera should I do? So cheki, usiache msea kuambia nini unafanya in life yako. At the end of the day, only you understand what you want in life. Only you understand what it is that you're trying to achieve out here. So watu wakae na opinions zao, kama lazima ongee walale, but be bold, step out. Don't be afraid, man. We only live once. Go get it.
Yes, yes. I love her.